you would find that customer's email. The easiest way to do that is up here. You can just type it in the search bar and it'll automatically bring you right through to the customer's account. But let's, for example, say it was this customer. It'll bring you to this page. What you can then do is you can enter a tag. So you can put in the tag that stops them from receiving any more emails, which, as you remember, was dog, and it gives you some suggestions here, dog bowl Google feedback. So we add that tag, boom, now that customer won't receive any more emails. So then we can double check that by going back into the automation. They're still in this queue, and they'll still receive this email because obviously we've done it a bit early here, but they would normally be in this queue here waiting for 3 days. As soon as they then hit this point where it says, is the tag added dog bowl Google feedback, it'll say yes, and it'll stop them from getting any more emails. That's how simple it is to stop the automation. Now yes, that process is a little bit manual because obviously it means you need to go in each day and check your spreadsheet and add in the new email addresses, and you will have 100 of those. I get my VA to do it. It's a pretty simple task. It's not a complicated thing, but to be fair, it's only 100 emails. It's not the end of the world. Now the next step is, now you've stopped them from receiving any more emails, so now you can go through and read their feedback and see of which of them have ranked 5 out of 5 for pretty much everything, what they liked about it, did they leave some nice detailed comments, and then you can send them this. So this link is also available in the description below. So you would make a copy of the Google feedback response, and this is another email that I've already pre-formatted for you. So this one you will have to type in their name, and you'll put in your product here. And then it says, I'm glad that you rated it so highly and that you particularly liked the, and then you'll put in something about their comment that they made on the positive aspect. And then it says, also, your feedback on is really helpful to us, and I am already looking into this for the next batch, so thanks for the heads up. In here, you'll put in a comment about something they have written which was negative. If they haven't written anything negative, obviously you can just delete that statement. And then it goes on to basically ask them to leave a product review on Amazon using the link down here that you'll put in, and that's it basically. So it's not saying they have to, it's not saying that they got the product in exchange for this review. They got the product in exchange for their Google feedback, and you are simply just saying that you've recently launched the product on Amazon and you would really appreciate if they could help you out and pop some of their comments on there because you thought their review was really good. It's as simple as that. So you would just basically copy all of that once you've edited it and created this file, and then you would go into the customer that had left it, so within the list. So we'll take this example. Again, you can just search their email up here, but we'll take Testy Test as an example, and then at the bottom here it says send email. So then you can just type in a subject saying like, thank you Testy Test for your Google feedback, and then one more thing sort of thing, and then you can just paste in the thing here so that you've got the email, and then just click send, and that's it. And then the best thing is that you'll also be able to see like that they've subscribed to the list, that they were sent various different emails from within the automation, and you can also see that you've sent them a reply. So that is that. So in a nutshell, you've now set up your automations for ActiveCampaign. You've personalized them all to your brand and product. You have copied the Google form and used the link within all of those emails. You've copied the Google form response, and now you've got that saved somewhere else so that you can then reuse many, many times. You know how to add tags to customers, and so pretty much you're ready to go. So that is now the ActiveCampaign set up. So once you've got this all set up, you need to go back into ActiveCampaign and import the leads from your Facebook CSV file to ActiveCampaign like this. Let's have a look. So if you go into your lists, and you go into the dog bowl VIP list or your product list, and then you say import up here, then import from file, and then you'll want to find your Facebook leads file, normally the Facebook something.csv. It depends on what you've called it, of course, but I'll just find one here. Yeah, I think that's one. So we'll open that. What it'll do is it'll process that, and it will have various different imported columns. And what you want to look down for is the first name and email address, or you might have full name and email address or something like that. So if we take the first name and we put it against mapping it to the field first name, and then the email we take as email. And then that is pretty much it. You don't really need anything else, to be honest. So we can go with those. It's going to ask you about some details about how you obtain this list. So you can say Facebook lead ads. What is the website? So again, we can use zonpages dot blah blah blah. When did you last send? Never. This is when did you last send an email to this list. This is important as well, so we want to tick to make them go into the Dog Bowl VIP list. We don't want to add any tags yet because we haven't dispatched the goods, remember. This is a couple of weeks in advance. And then we just want to import them as an active contact. So then you would say import now. I'm not going to do that because this is not a list that's active for this campaign. So if you say import now, what will happen is it will import those contacts into your list, and then the next time you go back into your list, you will have the list of your 100 giveaways or 150 or however many you did. And also, because you've added them into that list and you've already activated the automation for the VIP list, the VIP welcome automation, then it will trigger that. So when the contact subscribes to the Dog Bowl VIP list, which you've just imported a load of people in now, that will automatically send them off into this automation. Okay?
Now once your stock arrives at FBA, you take the Facebook lead ads CSV file and convert it to an FBA fulfillment order feed using the template I've provided, again in the description below, and upload it to Amazon. This will fulfill the 100 giveaways. Once you've completed your manual fulfillment order and added the tag to each of the customers in the list on Active Campaign, like I showed you in the previous video, now this will trigger the automation that you imported. The idea here is that people who leave 5 stars and a detailed feedback on the Google form once they've received those emails, that you politely ask them to help you out, saying that you've just launched the product on Amazon and you'd love for them to pop their comments that they've given you in feedback on a review on Amazon. Now my interpretation of the new terms of service is that this is okay to do. You're not saying the customer must leave a review on Amazon up front in order to get the product for free. They are providing you Google feedback in exchange for the free product. Lots of businesses do this. Big brands do this all the time, give away free products in order to get some general customer feedback. Then all you're doing that's different is you're then saying to them that you've launched the product on Amazon recently and you would love for them to pop their comments on Amazon. Remember, they didn't buy with a discount code and you didn't provide their email address to Amazon. You just did a manual fulfillment order. So this could have come just as likely from your e-commerce store. It could just be a genuine buyer who's paid full price, who is then going on to Amazon to leave a product review. Now, all that being said, there will be some people out there who will think, no, I'm not doing that, and that's okay, just skip it. But for the people who do want to do it, I've built the system, it's ready for you to go. Now the reviews are going to be unverified, but they do show up and they do the job. They move you to a 5-star average, and generally you'll get about 30 reviews for every 100 products you give away. You'll probably get 60 people fill in the form on Google, but only 30 will actually go on and leave a review, whether you've screened them out because the feedback wasn't good, or it wasn't enough, or just because they didn't have the time and they didn't go on and leave a review. But at the end of the day, like I said earlier, sheep follow sheep. So if you've got a load of 5-star reviews, which are really detailed, then chances are your new reviews are going to be good as well. And it's also going to help your product to convert better, which will help it to rank faster. So it's a good little system.